Hello and welcome to a new video. In today's video, we're going to take a look at Litleo. This Pokemon is something I teased a little bit in my recent videos already because I expected that this Pokemon would have a lot of play. Why did I think that this? This Pokemon has a very unique type, which I think helps this Pokemon out a ton and makes it very good compared to other Pokemon that maybe struggle a little bit. Why is this a very good type? Fire Normal. It doesn't use the normal stab whatsoever, which is actually kind of sad. I wish it had something like a body slam or something on it. But Fire Normal is going to allow you to resist Ghost type moves, and this is crucial in a meta with so many Ghost type Pokemon. And here, first battle, we're going to be already able to win. Yeah, it's just crucial with so many Ghost type Pokemon. Of course, here we're going to encounter Ghost type Pokemon that we are not going to be able to deal with that easily. But we're going to have here, as our size up, the Florges. This Pokemon is tough to deal with. It is so tough to deal with. It is so strong against so many Pokemon. It is wild. Here we're going to have again another Chilling Water coming through. This is going to allow us to drop the opponent's, attack the entire time, but we are going to let the move go here as well. It's going to be a rock slide. We can go for another Chilling Water, which is going to drop again the opponent's attack. We are actually in a very solid position here with our Florges, and if we can reach another move, which we can, we might be even able to align ourselves, and this might be crucial for us. They're still going to have the Gaston in the back that can still deal with the opponent's Golurk, and we can use our Fire type against whatever they have in the back. And as you will see here, we're going to have our Gaston using a shield against the opponent. As now we are going to try to go for the full farm down here. We're going to have to use another shield against them most likely in order to keep us alive. But we are going to be in a position now where we're going to have the Corviknight against our Litleo. This is actually really solid for us. There's our fast move damage is going to add up quite a bit. And we have Flame Charge on this Pokemon, which is going to boost our Incinerate damage even further. Bye-bye Talonflame, I was like Corviknight, and bye-bye also Golurk. Litleo again is going to be able to sweep here. Great lead for Litleo. In comes Bastion, in comes our Gastron, and the opponent decides to forfeit straight away. Next up, horrible lead for us. We kind of have to swap out of here into our Gastrodon, which is not the ideal Pokemon at all, but it is going to be a Pokemon that at least is going to be able to be neutral against that. And we always kind of want to, of course, keep our best answer alive. And in this case, of course, our best answer is going to be that Florges. I decided to use a shield here, which is actually a little bit interesting. I don't know if I really needed to do that. But I'm going to be able to force the opponent to, I guess, go for a shield here as well, which is going to be alright. I'm trying to reach another body slam in time. I'm not going to be able to do that, and I should let the move go here. I do let the move go here. And let's take a look in how this is going to go. We have Litleo getting all the energy up. We're going to not be able to fully farm them. I should let the move go, which I do as well. That's good. As I need to kind of keep it for my Florges. I keep up the energy, but sadly we get just completely hard hold. There's nothing I can do here. Next up here, we're going to see Corviknight in the lead. This is going to be a Pokemon that we can definitely deal with quite well with our Litleo. But in comes now the opponent's Ferret, where we're going to be able to resist the damage from them on our Florges here, which is going to be great. The fast one's going to be resisted. We're going to be able to get quite fast to the Chilling Water. And as you see as well, one more Chilling Water is all it takes to knock them out. And so we're going to let the move go here. It's going to be another Swift coming in. That is okay for us. We can go for another Chilling Water, dropping the opponent's attack even further. And with that, we are going to be able to even take another hit here, maybe with a fast move. Let's see. They're going to go for the charge move. That's all right for me. I am going to be able to just go ahead and go for the Litleo again. Fully farm them down. Get a ton of energy here. And now I have 80 energy already on my Litleo. In comes the Stunfisk. So I am going to have here now, not the best matchup generally speaking, but I have a Litleo with a ton of energy, which can win most likely when I keep all my shields for this Pokemon. And this is kind of what is necessary in order to win here. We need to keep the shields. If we don't keep the shields, we are just not going to be able to win this battle. And so what we do here is we're just going to go for the charge moves and see on how low we're going to get the opponent. Let's see how that's going to go. We're going to get the shield from them. We can let the move go here as well. And with this, we can just go for the double Flame Charge against the opponent. Just go straight for it because I want to get rid of the opponent there as well. And this is going to be now the double Crunch coming in afterwards because, yeah, Crunch, it's kind of very similar to what you have with the Talonflame and Flame Charge and Fly. It is the same kind of energy generation as well as the same kind of moves, basically, which is kind of cool as well. But as you're going to see, we're going to have here the double Crunch coming through. This is going to be enough to knock out the opponent's Stunfisk, and we can move on to the next one. So yeah, basically what he can do here with Litleo is he can go for 3 fast moves. And this allows you to go for the first charge move, which is usually going to be something like a Flame Charge. Flame Charge is going to leave you with 10 extra energy, which means if you go for 2 more fast moves with this, you're going to end up at 50. Crunch is 45 energy. And so basically, if you go for 4 more fast moves after getting 1 Flame Charge off, you're going to be able to go for double Crunch, which is really cool because it's very, very good pacing, basically. And so yeah, this is going to be very, very nice for this Pokemon. It's just going to make it way easier. And as you can see, there's going to be here now the Scissor against us. We have the Credilli coming in, and we're actually looking like we're in a really good spot. We are going to be able to just go ahead and go for the charge move here. Gonna get the shield from the opponent. I can go for the Crunch, and we can do basically exactly the same that we just did as well. We are just going to be able to go for those crunches, and we can try to use a shield here in order to keep our Pokemon still alive. But yeah, as we want to see here now, Crunch is coming in. This is totally fine. This is going to do a lot of damage against them, even though it's a non-step move. And we can now even just go for the shield and farm down, I guess. That is kind of the ideal way of playing, I assume, as we have now the sub out here into the Scissor. I'm going to try to take the move here. Is it going to be the Night Slash? It is going to be the Night Slash. And with that, we are going to be able to win the game guaranteed. We can go for the full farm down. We have the move start here. There's nothing really the opponent can do. And we're going to be able to just move on to the next opponent, which is so nice because, again, it just showcases on how strong this team can be. Okay, Zweilis is not going to be a Pokemon that I want to face with this team because I have a double weakness to this. Actually, yeah, we don't really have a double weakness. We have a weakness with our lead. We are having more of a neutral matchup here. It is not the best neutral matchup. This is most likely why I am mainly not too happy with it. Like, it is not a bad matchup at all, but there are just better ones. There are just absolutely better ones, as we're going to have, the Body Slam coming through against the opponent's Gastrodon. I kind of unfortunate here as well because I now need to go into my Florges. If I don't go into my Florges, I lose this game immediately, of course, because what are we going to do? We are just, we kind of have to go for the Trailblazer in order to knock them out. We can't, of course, go into our Fire type against a Mud Slapper. And so, the opponent lets them both go, which I found quite interesting. So we can go for the Chilling Water, and honestly, Charger Bug is not a bad matchup for us. It's a really not a bad matchup, but we swap out here. They predict the swap out, which makes sense. I can go for a shield here, I guess. As a Dark Pulse coming through, that's a great shield. I should fully farm them down. And now I'm actually in a very good position, I think. I can just go for my charge, even fast moves. I should be in a position where I need to win, basically. I'm going to try my best to go for double Crunch, maybe. Let's see. First Crunch is coming through. This is going to get the shield from the opponent. I'm going to try to swap out. I can swap out. And I'm catching the move. But the opponent makes a great play here. They go for the Discharge. They didn't go for the Exeter because there was no point for going for the Exeter. And because they went for this move here the way they did, we are going to sadly lose this game. Very well done from the opponent here. Well done, well played. Nothing else I can really say towards it. Yeah, deserved loss for me. Deserved win for them. They played it really well. Anyway, Morpeko. Morpeko is a Pokemon that's kind of cool. Morpeko I had recently on a team that I showcased. I didn't play this Pokemon myself, but there was a team that I showcased. And this team had, I actually forgot. It was Florges most likely in the back as well. I forgot the final Pokemon. But anyway, we're going to see here, you know it anyway if you saw the video on the channel. We're going to be able to just go ahead and go for the Chilling Water here though against the opponent. That is going to be alright. And as we will see, the opponent is just going to be able to go for another Chilling Water. And just like the best mirror ever, isn't it? Just debuffing each other, throwing water at each other is exactly what everybody is here to watch. Well, let's take a look at how we can deal with it though. We're going to be able to go for another charge move here. This is going to allow us to boost our own attack. The Trailblazer is coming in now. And so we're still kind of debuffed. It's still kind of awkward. Morpeko comes in. And I tried to snipe them with a fast move, but I couldn't, which is kind of annoying. I needed to get a Mud Step through here in order to knock them out. But I couldn't get this done. And with that, they're going to be able to go for another move here. And I was just hoping that this is not going to be the Aura Wheel. It is the Aura Wheel. We still survive, which is alright. But now we have Gligar. Yeah, Gligar was the final Pokemon. And honestly, if I just been able to swap out prior to basically what we just had there, I would have won this battle. I just would have won this battle. And that's kind of unfortunate because, yeah, I could have definitely done better there. Like this, the opponent is going to do too much damage. Unless I can call the bait here, then I'm going to be fine. But as we see here, the opponent doesn't need to bait. They really don't need to bait. They're sadly just going to be able to barely knock me out. If I just got the one Mud Step through with my Pokemon, I would have been fine, but I didn't, and that's alright. We can move on to the next one. where we will face a very good lead, and now we're going to have a zoom roll against our Florges, and that's definitely a very good matchup for us as well, of course, as we are going to be able to just go ahead and go for the Trailblaze spam. Trailblaze is going to put them kind of into range, I think, where I can go for 2 moves and then knock them out with it. I think that's kind of how it goes. So yeah, we're going to be able to go for another charge move here. This is totally fine. This is going to allow us now to go for the full farm as well. And as we will see, there is going to be the Scissor coming back in, which is going to be ultimately going up against our Litleo. In comes the Corsola. We can go for some nice damage here early on with a Crunch or the debuff. We are going to be able to get the damage in, and with that we can just now swap out into our Gastrodon, which is perfect for us because I'm not really too... like, it's not really that difficult for us to win this battle now. We are just going to be able to farm them down. I'm not too scared, is what I want to say, of the charge moves of this Corsola. And we still have our own Litleo against the Scissor. The opponent knows that. And they decide to forfeit this battle. So let's take a look here now at the next battle. We're going to have the Dedenne against us now. That's totally alright because you're going to have the answer directly here with the Gastrodon, which is perfect for us. We're going to be able to just let this move go and go for the Body Slam in order to knock them out. I kind of wanted to go for that earlier on, so I'm going to just now bubble this one and try to go for the full farm against them, which works out perfectly because now we have a little bit of energy. We're going to have alignment, which is super important as well for us, and we are just going to be able to just go for the Body Slam spam against the opponents. Fighting type here, which is going to be the Chestnut, a Pokemon they don't see that often. We have 2 great answers against Chestnut, and they're going to reveal that they have Charger Bug in the back, and so I'm alright here. I know already at this point I should be able to win this battle. There's not really a lot that the opponent can do here in order to allow themselves to basically win this one, because what we see here as well is we can just go for the Chilling Water spam. We are going to be able to just go ahead and get them low, but also Litleo is now in a prime position to win this battle. I don't even need to go really for a charge move here anymore. I would have my Litleo, which is going to be enough to knock them out here. As we see as well, I'm going to stop out, get the full knockout done against the opponent as well. There's nothing they can do about it. There's going to be now the Exile coming through, and we have the Chestnut coming in. It's a grass type Pokemon against a fire type. Like, what is going to happen here? They're going to let the move go here, knowing that this game is over, and we can move on to the next one. Next battle here, we're going to have a very, very bad lead. We're going to have the Stunfisk against us. This is not the matchup that we want to face here, of course, as this is going to be a Pokemon that is going to be doing super effective damage against our lead. But we have 2 good answers in the back, but the issue is they have a Credilli against us now, and Credilli is not the Pokemon that I want to face with my Florges. So far, we are just getting hardwalled. There's not really a lot that we can say otherwise. We're just getting hardwalled from the opponent here, which is not nice. This is not ideal. This is not what I want to see. But as we will see here as well, we are going to have the charge move coming through. It's going to be the Chilling Water. We're going to get them low. Yeah, it is what it is. We're going to try our best here to go for the full farm against the opponent. As we will see, there is going to be the Rock Tomb coming in. My battery of my phone is nearly dead. And we are kind of forced to let this move go and stop out of here. We still have our Litleo with 1 HP left, but they have a Mortis in the back. We're just getting walled here. There is nothing I can do. There's really nothing I can do. I am still going to play it out because I have nothing better to be doing other than basically going through the stuff here right now. So, yeah, let's see. Can we still win? We're going to be able to bait them. Hooray. We can go now for the Water Pulse. Does that work? It does not. Hooray. And we are not in a position where we can have any chance really of winning. We need to get 2 more water moves against the opponent. I am getting out this Stunfisk though, which is kind of funny. I get the Flame Charge off against them, which is kind of funny as well. We're going to get them low here. We just need to go for the full farm down, but as you see as well, we are in the range for Mud Bomb. I think Mud Bomb itself is not enough yet, but it's going to put us into farm range for Thunder Shock, and we can still go for a Body Slam and knock them out maybe, but at the end of the day, it is not going to work for us. Good game to the opponent, and we can move on to the next one, where we will face exactly where we want to have Litleo. Again, Litleo is here to counter the Ghost and the Steel-type Pokemon in this meta, and we face a Ghost-type in the lead, a Ghost-type that has only coverage for Ghost and Ice, which is both resisted on our Litleo. And so we could use our Litleo perfectly here in order to win this battle. But we also have the Credilli, which is a little bit more tricky for our team. We have to be very mindful of how to play with this against Pokemon basically here. And so I decided to go for another shield here with my... Oh, actually I decided to go for no shield with my Litleo. Not too sure if this was smart. as now I'm not going to be even able to go for another move here. I don't think this was the ideal play. I went ahead and went into my Florges eventually, but now my Florges is going to be up against the opponent's Drifblim, which is still an okay matchup for us. Don't get me wrong, like, it's not a bad matchup at all, but I should have kept my Litleo alive for this matchup for sure, so I hope that we are still going to be able to win this one. As you see, the opponent is going to go for a charge move. I decided to use a shield because it's not worth it for me to get rid of my Pokemon here. This is just not really worth it. And as you will see, we are going to have another Chilling Water coming in. Gonna get the debuff onto the opponent, and we outspeed them actually to the next one. Now we are in a position where we have a Florges, which can debuff the opponent for the entire rest of the battle, or also just the Gaston against the Marowak, and we're going to be able to win this battle here. So yeah, this is going to be it for this video. Litleo was a lot of fun. It was actually a very good Pokemon to run, and this is going to be it here. See you then. Bye bye.